Like, I'm across the street. Like, are you on drugs? Da 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 da. I know I've been posting a lot of videos about how to win a fight, how to do this, how to do that. I am gonna like confess something to you guys. I have never been into a fight up until recently. Now, it's almost like it's like an adrenaline rush when you're in a fight and like anything happens. It's like, whoa, like it's so crazy. Obviously, I won the fight, but you know, it's really traumatic time in my past. But you know, we're trying to move forward. Well, the story really involves like myself and 2 other friends. And my friends and I were at like a bar, and like, you know, we were just chilling, having a cute night. Like, it was cute. Like, it was just gonna be like a girls' night. And we also invited this like, you know, guy, but you know, not relevant really to the story. It was like an outside bar, and we weren't gonna go inside because, you know, COVID. Just sitting at like one of the last tables at the bar because they kind of have like this outdoor seating, and like it's kind of closed off to like the streets. Kind of ghetto, but it's also kind of not ghetto, but it's really ghetto. Then this girl and her boyfriend come and sit like at the last table, so they're basically right next to us. Mind you, we've been sitting there for maybe an hour before they came, and we had ordered some food. We ordered like fried pickles and some chicken wings, and we had like some drinks at the table and some water, right? So there was probably like 6 cups at the table, and there was like our food. We're kind of sitting there just like enjoying the night, and like the whole night the girl and her boyfriend are like fighting. Like, they're arguing and like they're just doing whatever, and we're kind of just like, okay. They're loud, right? So everyone is basically like hearing what's going on over there, and we're just like, okay, her and her boyfriend need to relax. Like, but it was like very apparent that they were both, you know, like they probably smoked something up, you know, when they passed. It's kind of like lingering, kind of like causing them to be like a little crackheady. You know, we love crackhead energy, but we don't love crackheads. Sorry about it. The whole time, like, she's calling him like a dust head. Like, she's like, oh, are you on drugs? Like, I don't talk to guys who are on drugs. Mind you, the whole time she's acting the same way he's acting, and like, he was like talking, and you could see the inside of his mouth, and he had no teeth on the top row, and his gums were like black, and it was like dark holes where his teeth were supposed to be. And I was just like, oh, this is too much for me. I'm sitting there trying to eat, and like we're observing, we're like kind of eat, trying not to pay attention, but we're paying attention because like we're like, this is like so like, I don't know, it was just like, there was no way, you had no choice but to like pay attention to what they were doing. He goes to like a store, right, and he gets lost, and like she's calling him like a crackhead. Like, he calls her multiple times, and he's like lost. Mind you, the store is across the street from the bar, but he got lost apparently somehow, and she's like, oh, go ask one of those white people that you're hanging around with over there. Like, ask them where the bar is. Like, I'm across the street. Like, are you on drugs? Da 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 da. And we're just like, oh my god. So eventually he finds his way back to the table, and like they're still arguing. Like, they've been there for like maybe 30 minutes, and the whole time they've been arguing, right? So he's like, they're like going back and forth, right? And then she's like, are you on drugs? Like, whatever. Like, she's calling him broke, and like she's saying like, oh, like you don't want to eat this food right here on the table because like we know you ain't got no food at home, so you gonna need this food. Like, she was like, I'm good, da 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 da, with or without you, like I'm good. It was just like a lot. Somehow, right? She's standing. The table is right next to our table. Like, their table's like right here, and our table's like right here. But there's like a good like maybe 6 feet in between, like, you know, social distance. She's standing up and he's sitting down, right? He's like sitting there, la da da, and then out of nowhere, the girl was like, oh, you know, like, whatever, girls used to look up to me, da 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 da, like when we were younger, like she wanted to be me, da da da. She's like, I don't care about that girl. Let's give her a name. She was like, oh, I don't care about that girl, Emily, da 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 da. I don't care about her, da da da. Her and her friends, I'll snatch them all up. So I'm like, wait, my friend's name is Emily. So we're sitting there, we're just like, wait. I'm like, girl, did she just say your name? My friend is like, she can't be talking about me, right? So mind you, she says her name again. And my friend takes off her earrings, puts them on the table, and it's like, can't be talking about me. Hears her name again, takes off her jacket, and is like, can't be talking about me. She hears her name one last time, and she stands up. And she's like, I'm sorry, but are you talking about me? Because you keep looking over at me and pointing at me. And then the girl is like, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody talking about you, da 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 da. And da 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 da. Like, I'll slap, like, whatever out of you. Like, I'll slap the S out of you. So my friend is like standing on the opposite side of a chair, right? And mind you, the girl comes closer to our table. So she's like right here and my friend's right here. But there's like a chair in between them. So the girl grabs a water off the table after my friend tells her, so slap me. And she grabs the water off the table and throws it at my friend. It's about to be something. So my friend drags the girl, grabs her by her hair, fighting, punching her in her face, da da da. She's like, wasn't gonna lose. But mind you, we're sitting at the bar with our friends, so we're not gonna like just sit there and do nothing. So my friend and I get up and we start like fighting the girl too. I'm hitting her. So my friend is hitting her and hitting her and hitting her. And her boyfriend gets up, throws my other friend, not the one who's like originally fighting her, but throws my other friend like off of her. And my friend hits me, like she flies into me. And then I fall like backwards, right? And there was like a chair, the chair that was in between them in the beginning, feel like it was like to the side. And like I fell backwards and tripped over the chair and fell on my butt. Why was it when I fell? Why was I on the ground and we wasn't even losing? So then I get up unscathed. Act like nothing happened. I get up unscathed. I'm trying to fix my hair. Like my friends, I told my friends about it, and they're like, "Ooh, you got up like you was like a little kid. Like it didn't bother you. Like it was nothing. Like I ate that fall." And like the girl is just talking like so, like she's like talking so much like she's talking real spicy, like she was like really trying to like fight somebody. So then I'm like, she's not about to just talk about us like that. So then I take a drink, and mind you, the drinks are in like a cup, right, with a plastic top on it. They're plastic cups with a plastic top with a straw. So I'm taking a drink, and mind you, the drinks are strong as hell. It was like Don, like Julio or somebody Hispanic, Don Jose, somebody Jose, everybody Jose, right? So I'm taking a drink and I throw it in her face, and mind you, because it was in a cup with a cap on it or a top, the drinks explodes on her face. Like it explodes. Mind you, I don't know what happened before they got there, the girl and her boyfriend, but she came and her whole eye was just already like red, like I'm not talking like red like it was like itchy or irritated or something. I'm talking red like something bust in her eye. And like I'm getting disgusted. I'm sorry. After I filled the drink, I noticed her eyes are starting to get like red, like irritated. Not like red like the thing busted, because that's gross. It's like, oh, y'all can't like fight her one-on-one. This is not fair. But mind you, the girl was the one who was picking the fight with us. After she said she was gonna snatch us out of our chair. So that's what happens when you keep talking so much stuff. Like, mind you, like the fight isn't even over, and she's like continuing to like grab my other friend's hair. My other friend who wasn't originally in the fight but was like backing our other friend up. So she's grabbing her hair, and mind you, she had extensions in, and she's grabbing her extensions. And like mind you, my friend and I is like grabbing her, pulling her, throwing drinks on her. Like I threw like 3 drinks on her, like in her face, like everything. Like I went in, snatched her hair, like I ripped out a chunk of her extensions, da da da. Like I wasn't really trying to too much like get involved. I was just trying to be like a supporting cast, like in a movie, like a supporting character. Like I was not the main character in this movie, but like I was a supporting cast in the back at a Gurkha. It's just getting crazy at this point. Like security's coming in. Mind you, this whole fight like lasted like 8 minutes. I swear it lasted 8 minutes. The security is getting involved, trying to break it up. Like her and her boyfriend not doing nothing. And like halfway through the fight, the guy that we invited came through, and we're like looking at him, and he's like looking, he's like kind of shook, because like out of nowhere, we're just like in a bar fight. She like somehow like grabs a chair and tries to throw it at us, and then the guy who came with us like caught the chair. You know those serving plates that the waiters or waitresses come with, and then it's like for hot stuff, it's like a metal big plate. My friend's grabbing it, beating her like that. It's just like, it was just a mess. It was just a whole mess. And then like they start pulling us apart, and like I'm like grabbing my stuff because I'm like, this bitch is not about to steal none of my expensive stuff that's on the table, not taking my phone, not taking none of my money, not taking my bag, not taking my wallet, whatever. So I'm like going to the table, and I reach for my like bag and my phone, and the girl like lunges across the table, and I like back up because I'm like, I wasn't even like really trying to do nothing with her. So then like I take a cup of water and throw it in her face, because like what are you really trying to do? Like, 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 because you don't want to do it with me. Because, girl, I heard him, like, mention this. Like, after, like, they kind of pull us off, like, her boyfriend is like, oh, like, you're a tranny, like, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay. And like the girl is like, you're a tranny, da da da. We not with that gay shit. We not with that baggy shit. Like y'all on some like gay stuff. Like, okay. So I'm like, so why are you trying to fight us? Why are you trying to fight me? Like, why are you trying to put your hands on me? I'm not really trying to do nothing with you, but it's whatever. You should have thought about that before you tried to like hit me. And then like 10 cop cars pull up, and I swear it took like, I don't know what it was, but I'm looking at the cops, and the cops run and they rush her because she's acting wild. Like my friends and I are just standing there, and she's acting wild, and like the cops, like 6 cops, like arrest her, like grab her because like she's doing too much, right? And we're like looking around for her boyfriend. Why did her boyfriend leave her? Her boyfriend literally left her and was like about to let her get arrested by herself. Like, how are you here the whole time and your boyfriend left you after the fight that you caught? Okay. Alright. I guess that makes sense. Right. He left her, and then like one of the cops like ran down the street, dragged him back, and he had her bag. Like he was about to leave with her bag. Like the cop went and got him and arrested him, and they both got taken to jail. And then the cops asked him to start story, da da da, and whatever. And then that was pretty much it. There's a video. I just kind of want to put the part where I fell, because like, why? Why did I fall like that? Like, it's kind of embarrassing how I fell, but like, why did I fall like that? Like, really? I hope you guys like this video. It's kind of different because it's like a real life story that actually really happened, based on a true story. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. Subscribe. We're almost at 8K. What's up? What's good? Bye, guys.